Alright folks, this is the next installment of our Raiders of the Treasure event. We have a couple people out here today. Didn't get our full list going as far as the roster goes, but we got some good people signed up. So it should be a lot of fun. We start here in about 2 minutes. So as you can see, we've got our DH2, Zone 22. This is Wilfred. I'm the governor of the zone and also the leader of Darkest Lords. So it should be a lot of fun. 24 versus 11. We had a mix-up when it comes to our timing. So not everybody showed up this event, but we should have enough players to make this interesting for y'all. So, just going to kind of wait and see what happens. Let's go down to the enemy's side. See if anybody's down here quite yet. All right, instructing the team to go to the proper locations. So let's get this going. I'm gonna use these little way markers just to let everybody know. All right, here we go. Let's see if anybody else from the enemy has come in. Still no participants yet. Very interesting. And we're about to begin. And we're off. Off like a prom dress. Not really seeing any other players quite yet. Like to see some activity coming from the red side, but doesn't look like we got any. So looks like the other team might be a no-show. We got the fast march headed out. Gonna take this airfield quick and then jump over using our teleports. Now remember, in Raiders of the Treasure, it's a little different because you can actually teleport with troops outside of your base as long as they are inside a building. So we're going to go ahead and occupy this real quick, drop a teleport, and start bringing Alpha Team north. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are live. Bring the infantry back, move them forward. Gonna keep this rotation up here and get those anti-tanks out as soon as possible. Set them up for success. And then our beautiful anti-tank march as well. We love anti-tanks. That is one of my favorites. So here we go. Any red people showing up? Not yet. Wow, so sad. This was going to be a good fight, too. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and take everything on the map real quick and kind of move our troops. Oh, sorry guys, I definitely wanted to have some good fight scenes for you this time around, but it doesn't appear that we're going to get this ability. I'd say that most of the red team is just hanging out, enjoying their Friday night, instead of earning rewards for their team. So it's just going to be up to us to capture buildings, make sure we continue to get rewards. Right now I've been searching for supply depots, seeing if we have any of those out yet. Supply depots will give you personal points. And of course, everybody wants personal points. That's how you're going to get the best rewards. Alright, sorry about the notifications, folks. Okay, gonna move my troops. We got JJ coming inbound. Let's see, anybody interested in this heavy bunker? All right, we're gonna send some anti-tanks down that way. Already taking their airfield currently, so we'll have that on lockdown here soon. And still no opponents. It's gonna be a no-show from the red team. All right, just checking out my team, seeing how we're doing on points. Looks like everybody's earning the same amount. Once we get these buildings here secured, we should be able to figure something a little more substantial out. Now in this case, we're definitely going to want to put people into our airfields so that way we can continue to get points. Points are going to be essential here to getting maximum rewards if we can swing that still. It's going to be hard It's going to be hard to get maximum points with no enemies to kill. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be a nice test as well. Okay, we have secured the airport, so my ability to teleport is not there until I grab this heavy bunker. So we're just going to watch this and just make sure nobody comes out of that gate. You know, got the airfield on lockdown. Nobody, not a single person. Wow, what a shame. Where's this zone from? Zone 33 Taco Force. Just explaining to the team that a little disappointed to see it go this way. I know a couple people were interested in getting kills this go around. Okay, most of the supply depots and whatnot have been captured. So that's good. All right, into supply depots now. Let's get our points. And we'll survey the battlefield. We got 4 of Alpha Team up north. We got Charlie and Bravo down south here. Looks like those teams showed up just fine. And we've got contingent force up here from Bravo. And an unoccupied airfield. So I'm going to see if I could teleport down there. Just wouldn't hurt to have a base in this area. Poof, there we go. So since all 4 of my marches were in a building, I was able to teleport. So good stuff. Hope that helps out anybody that did not know that. Kind of a cool little feature. So, oh yeah, but now my march is going to be way over there, which is fine. They'll make it. So, we've captured all of our buildings. Personal points are stacking. So 13 of our 19 members showed up. We had originally planned this for Saturday at 2100 UTC, but that fell through. Apparently our schedule was not set properly, and we had to scramble to make it Friday night. But still happy to see that 13 of those 19 people showed up. That's a pretty cool, progress in the right direction, I'd say. As far as last minute call, we found out this afternoon when they started setting the event. So that was interesting. But we made it work. And of course, it makes it a lot easier when you don't have opponents. Yeah. They just didn't want none. They didn't want none. Bulkhead can't talk now under heavy fire. Hilarious. All right. We're just going to continue to monitor this. Death is doing the right thing, putting troops down here. They're going to see that and probably hit his troops first if somebody does show up. So what that means is he's just going to make sure he gets first notification if somebody does attack, and that's going to help him, of course, react and then sound the alarm to everybody else. Okay, we want to get into as many supply depots as we can. So I'm going to continue to search these parameters here. Looking for supply depot close to myself. And one that's not already occupied. Not seeing much. So looks like everybody's doing a pretty good job of being in some type of building, making sure that we have everything on lockdown. So I'm going to go over here, put some troops in this depot also. Let's use infantry again. Going to beef up our units and then swap out some officers here. Yeah, she'll work, Evelyn, and let's go ahead and throw Ling up there in the lead. Or excuse me, Sakura. And we'll stack it like that. No boat necessary. And go. Okay, perfect. Now keep looking for depots. You know, the faster we can gather, the better. So use gathering officers in depots. You'll collect those resources much faster. Artwork will appear in 1 minute. Let's see if anybody's huddled around. So we got our treasure team or Charlie team here ready to rock. Looking at the museum, waiting for that to open. Heavy bunker will give you individual points, 8 per minute. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, that's the garage. 15 per minute with the heavy bunker. We've got 2 per minute with the airfield and 8 per minute with the garage. 15 points per minute. Bulkhead's got the treasure and he's on his way back to one of our buildings. If you bring the treasure to one of your buildings, of course, that cashes it in for your team. 3 per minute on the depots. I didn't check those, but always good to take a look. So we're going to want to move some troops around now since we have identified our money makers as the heavy bunkers. Let's go ahead and move some troops into them. Most of my marches can go that way. I think anti-tanks are back home. So let's get those anti-tanks going. Fat fingers. We're just going to go ahead and save that preset. Send those bad boys out. I have to get the idea with that. We'll leave it at that. And see how people are doing on points. Bulkhead, Death, Wilfred, myself, K-Man, all up there in the top 5. So Gonna keep looking around for a supply depot to enter. Just gotta be one around here somewhere that's not already occupied. Let's go back home first. Let's see if we can go south. Here we go. All right, get out to that as soon as possible. Heavy bunker repair shop. Pull from the repair shop. And I'm just gonna give these up. I'm gonna share these to the guild. That way they know where they're at. I can get troops in those. The more of my people that get points, the better. The more rewards we get, the better. We got one. Let's see what he means. Yep. We got one guy out here ready to fight. Here we go. Let's see what he's got. We've got Death, the Ply Devil, and JJJ there. What's nice is we have 2 tank units, 1 anti-tank unit. JJJ, it looks like he's out there with the wrong troop, but that's okay. TF33, you can tell they know how to fight. See them using anti-tank against tank and infantry against anti-tank, so that's pretty smart. They're going for JJ since he has the general officer out there. General officers are not meant for field fighting. You will get crushed almost every time. Sorry, JJ. That's gonna hurt. Okay, so it looks like they are pretty strong. Pushing back our defensive units a little bit. Ply Devil's still got full health, so I better get down there and help out a little bit. Since I'm the next closest, we're just gonna go ahead and send those tanks down there right away. Let's get Nat Grace in the boat. Oh, what do we got? We got a second player that showed up here, so they're all ready to rock. And we'll have some action to show you guys. So here we go. Most likely, I'd say at this point, you know, they're attempting to take points away from players by having troop marches down here. So the more individual marches we have, the better from each troop. But we still want to be in those heavy bunkers so we can get points. It's very important that we stay in those heavy bunkers for points. Okay, so I'm going to come down with tanks, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of infantry I can fight. So I am going to bring down my anti-tanks to kill off some of these tank units coming in, because that is a whole lot of tanks. I check my marches, 40 seconds, 2 minutes. 40 seconds, guys. Yeah, very nice to see some combat going on. And we'll go ahead and give them some love. Alright, so we're going to stick next to K-Man. He's got anti-tanks. So we're going to go ahead and hit that infantry unit right away. Just start pulverizing them. And then as soon as that unit is weakened, we're going to pull back. Hit them with the antis. Go ahead and pull back. Pull back, let them chase me a bit. Okay, we're gonna spread out their troops. Just the two of them together taking on my Nat Grace doesn't look too healthy for them. Anti-tanks will be here 15 seconds. Oh, they're gonna have a harder time with the anti-tanks than they did with the frickin' actual tanks. Take out the infantry units so that way they can't take out my anti-tanks. Make sure we hit the right unit there. Come back over here. We're gonna go ahead and just start cleaning house. Okay, gonna pull those back. Yeah, they just put troops out. They just want troops picked off, which I can't imagine why would want us to just pick off their troops, but hey, heck with it. Let's get it done. All right, so gonna pull out of another heavy bunker and go ahead and just get some infantry down there. I'm gonna move this march out of that depot and into a heavy bunker as well. Let's go this way. So, reinforce with my secure march from that base. Just double check it. Great. Okay, back to the fighting here. Not quite going the way they imagined it would. Not even going to worry about repairs, because repairs you'll actually get back at the end of the fight. So just going to not focus on that for a minute. All right, back out with the tanks. Throw the boat down there. Everybody likes a good boat. We're just gonna clear that out. We don't want any wrong troops sent. Triple checking our marches, making sure they're all one unit. Perfect. Looks good. And let's just center them back here. We're going to refresh those anti-tanks while we get a chance. Go ahead and look at these battle reports, huh? Oh. That's not looking too healthy. Oh, that's even worse. Infantry, infantry, siege. Infantry, infantry. Just gross. So this is what I mean about just shredding people. Man, sad to see. Well, I don't know that these guys want to fight. I can't even scout them. All right, the distractions are here. That's what I'm going to chalk this up at. You know, they can't keep fighting our units like that. So we're gonna go find some depots to get into. Any more supply depots? Here we go. Oh. Let's get that boat out of there. We don't want a boat halfway across the map. Okay, we're gonna share these with our guild. Make sure they know that the supply depots are down here. Telling everybody, get into those depots, fam. And we are just shy of 10,000 points, so we're going to get our top reward. I'm going to want to keep sharing these with the rest of the team. You know, again, we want everybody to get as many points as possible so they can end on a positive note. You know, we want to get that 10,000 points if possible. Oh, we went ahead and selected the wrong unit here. Let's go ahead and make sure we get into that depot. And because I didn't get into the depot, one of my other brothers did, but that's okay. They need the points a little bit more than I do. So we got a nice blockade going down here. Got everybody's troops kind of blocked off. So anybody that does come out of their bases will have to deal with our armies first. Good luck sneaking past. Ouch. 16,000 lost. Ouch. 98,000 lost to 4,000. Just massacred. Smooth killer. He's all worried about being late. In most cases, it would be a deal. Against 2 enemy opponents, I would say we're doing all right. "27 minutes left till the end of this event. $40,000 points to 0. Alright, I've crossed the 10,000 mark. So now it's just a matter of getting other people the points necessary. I'm going to continue to actively search for depots for my team. Need to get them in as many supply depots as possible. More of my team that gets the rewards, the more we grow, the faster we grow. Don't forget that this game is all about teamwork. Teamwork and strategy. But don't need much strategy when you're battling two opponents. So Ice just pulled out of that armory, so looks like he's going back there. They don't even want to come out and play. But I can't say I blame them. Well, it doesn't hurt to get more points, so just gonna go find a depot, or excuse me, go find a heavy bunker to go in. Smooth Killa's got the artwork. I think he needs a little direction, so I'm just gonna mark the closest building for him. Cool. $23 minutes left. So I haven't done any repairs. Should we see what's in the garage? We lost 30,000 anti-tanks, 92,000 heavy tanks, and 700 anti-tank T4s. So we got some T5s in the garage, but nothing too crazy. We're just gonna leave them there because we don't need to waste speed ups for this, since our friends are not coming out to play. There's burning grass though. All right, back to looking for depots for the team. Really hope that SSS or Stone Savages is doing well. Hope they're winning their server versus server fight also. Savage Rebellion, sorry. Had the merge with RBA and SSS, and then became Savage Rebellion. Depots are getting harder to find. It was nice in the beginning because they were just all right next to each other. Oh man, I guess it doesn't hurt to do a quick restart. Delete that. Well, looks like the team is doing pretty well. Got Smooth Killa down here with me. Smooth Killa has done this a few times with us, so he's had some experience. He's really showing his good work here. So, happy about that. People are starting to go home. Looking to get people over that 10,000 hump. More rewards, the better. Alright, so from a map perspective, we own the whole area. It's all blue. Sometimes it'll show areas of red, like this one here. "19 minutes, 20 seconds left. And then this event will be a wrap. All artwork has appeared. That was the same person. He brought his 2 bases in to come fight us. Yeah, just to make a comment on what Death is saying there. When you have the artwork, you move quite a bit slower. I believe it's 50% slower. I don't know the exact number, but you move incredibly slow. So be careful while carrying artwork. Appreciate you guys being patient and bearing with this slower day. We'll be back next season for you as well, as we fight on Saturday instead at 2100 UTC. or universal time clock. See what my Russian friends have to say. Volcaro's a little late to the party, I believe, but he might show up here. That would make 15 players. Still looking for supply depots for the team. Quite a few players still have yet to make it over that 10,000 point hump, and would like to get them maximum rewards if possible. Death and I kicked butt together out there. Make sure we give credit to everyone. Go ahead and post these heavy bunkers for everybody, because I think there's quite a few that have not received all the points. Asking about how they can get points. We got 13 minutes, 30 seconds left. The blockade is still set. And the two enemy players are choosing not to come out and play, because they just don't want any of it. So that's essentially a wrap, guys. We're going to play this out for the last 13 minutes, of course. We ain't never a quitter. Yeah, Death is right. They maybe clicked one or two correct marches, but as far as that goes, they were just sending all 10 marches out. When they got stuck on my Nat Grace, it just allowed our other guys to pick them off. Ice out here, just thirsty for the blood. Looks like AUR, our third largest guild in the server, they also must not have had a no-show. So that's pretty fun. All of us just hanging tight for the last 12 minutes. I'm gonna go check on my boys down here. Pretty much just focus on the fighting and let them deal with the rest. I don't think there's any more supply depots that are spawning at the moment. I believe we got all that we could from those locations. So now it's just a matter of finishing off the event. So appreciate y'all sticking around through this slower season. These are bi-weekly events, so I believe this is going to put us at 10-16. So 10-16 is not a great record, but we got a lot of work to do. As we've been finalizing our plans, things have been getting better and better as well, so it's kind of nice in that sense. Yeah, I don't actually think Death will get there either. 15 per minute, and the way it's running doesn't look to be the case. So we got tanks and infantry out. Tanks will deal with any infantry coming on the field, and my infantry units can take care of any Dianas that decide to come out, any anti-tank officers. I definitely don't want Diana after my Natalia. Amanda, one of our newer players, picked up the game right away and just absolutely loved it. Now Amanda is part of our T5 crew. So round of applause to you, Amanda. Shout out to you. Ice has always been fond of Amanda, kind of took her under his wing a little bit, taught her about the game, and it's been quite the adventure since. Watching her grow, watching her succeed, so good stuff. And 7 minutes, 45 seconds left. Talking about our buddy's army here, who's out in the front lawn of this heavy bunker. Kind of looks like he passed out drunk and didn't make it inside. Well, we did a good job by securing the airfields right away. Securing the airfields right away guaranteed us the fact that we could lock down the map when these two guys showed up. So that was pretty sweet. looking for any last minute depots. I don't think there is any. I think we're all done with the depots, if my memory serves me correct. So we're just going to camp over these guys for the rest of the event here. While we just kind of wait for everything to wrap up. Oh, we've had a crash, so we're going to go ahead and restart the game. Okay, gonna get back over to the event. 5 minutes, 27 seconds. Holding out hope that there might be a depot. Took too many points from the team. Sorry, guys. This is the reward system, in case people are not aware of how that works. Well, it's definitely been a good Raiders of the Treasure event. Yeah. You definitely can't complain anytime you win, even though we would have all liked to see a little bit more action in this particular event. Just not the way it worked out. All right. So once again, this is Wilfred. We are DH2, or Darkest Lords of Zone 22. We're the top war guild. We've got 2 war guilds in our server, and currently we are acting lead. So I'm also your governor for Zone 22 here. We've got a nice little community, nice little group of people. It's all very constructive. There's not a whole lot of fighting amongst ourselves. Just a bunch of power players making big moves. A lot of organization, a lot of strategy, a lot of planning. You know, you guys should come over to our server, come check it out. We welcome new players. And we would love to do amazing things together with larger groups. So come join us, come have some fun. and we will continue to win server versus servers in the future. Of course, we need to work on a little bit of officer pairing, it looks like. But we'll get there. And Death has crusted the 10,000 point mark, so Death will also get top tier rewards. Always like to see one of my R4s, one of my 8 R4s getting rewards like that. The R4s put in a lot of work too, just to make sure that everything is going the way it should. So with 45 seconds left, I would like to say thank you so much for coming out today and watching the video. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. And just shout out, give me some of your positive energy, and let's get out there and win some more server versus servers. So appreciate you all. TF33, it was good to fight you. D2T. Wish it could have been more of a fight. Wish your homies would have showed up too, because that would have been just cool. So until next time, guys, appreciate you guys coming out. So, woohoo, we'll wrap that up as a win. 3 seconds left. Have a good night.